Good morning, everyone, and happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Welcome to Building Blocks. My name is Anahi.
And I'm Fuljens, Henry.
And for you today, we have a super fun show. We're going to show you how you can easily create flip books using Canva.
And we have a brand new news overlay reveal. I don't even want to call it overlay anymore, because in Ecamm you could build entire overlay systems. So this is just one that we're going to reveal today.
Yes, and it's all inside of Ecamm. Just like this overlay that you're seeing right now is created inside of Ecamm using no other app. So that is the power of Ecamm.
Yep.
Yes, everyone. So what we're going to be showing you on how to create flipbooks in Canva. You can do it with the free version of Canva, but obviously there are a couple of features that are only available when you subscribe to the pro version of Canva, as well as the apps themselves that allow you to create the flipbooks. You will get more options if you subscribe to their app. Okay, so first let's say hello to some of the people.
Say hello, Mr. Moderator. What up? What's up? Whoa, what is it just flies over there like that?
Paul just came in.
It's flying. Maggie, good morning.
Good morning, Maggie. Richard, good morning.
DJ right on Beat Needs Coffee.
Listen, I got my coffee here, and for those of you who are not,
Look at that, we matching. And I have agua. I have agua.
Yeah, I have coffee. So for those of you who did not know, Ecamm Network News, ENN, has their own coffee, and the coffee is a really awesome brew, really great taste for those of you who like the taste of coffee. So that is at the merch store if you would like to give it a try.
Yes, medium roast.
Yeah.
Available at merch.ecamm.com. That is the ENN Morning Brew.
That is right. Hello, Spacho.
Spacho, good morning. Good morning.
You know what I'm seeing on you today? A gray hair.
Oh yeah, I have some salt and peppers in my beard.
Yeah, but you're just like Paul came flying in. He's like.
I have some salt and pepper overlays. lower thirds. I got some lower thirds here.
And this is Friday morning, everyone. Okay, so we're gonna go. A question for you: how many of you have created flip books, and how is that working for you? Have it created more engagement and more conversions for you when you use them? We'll be interested to find out, because for me, my customers are loving it. And now
I'm learning it for the first time.
Yeah. So yeah, Fuljens and I have been in the lab, you guys. Like Fuljens has been prepping some amazing designs, which we're gonna go over one of them today, right?
Yeah.
And then we're gonna do flip books. Let's see. Your how do you pronounce your Sherry?
Sherry. Yeah, gray hair happens to the best of us. Yes.
Yeah. I got a couple. They're just hidden. Mine are hidden. Fuljens are right there.
Paul's lower third is gray.
I do love gray salt and pepper. Salt and pepper hair is pretty cool. So yeah. So how many of you have used flipbooks? And again, we're gonna be using.
Go ahead.
We're gonna be using Canva for creating this. So with this service, you could actually upload a PDF file to it and turn it into a flipbook, or you can create your your PDF inside of Canva and then turn it into a flipbook. Okay. Okay, Sherry, you're in for an awesome treat then. All right. So we are going to. Can I move this, or is this set?
It's set in the screen share. Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna move.
You want me to move the monitor closer?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Okay. So we are going
to... And we're not in screen share yet, right?
Okay.
Boom.
All right, everyone. Yeah, this is Friday. Okay. This is Friday. That's going on. Let's see if it's...
one. I think we're manual. We're manual today.
We're manual today? Okay, so this is not set.
It was.
Awesome. Yes, I like it better this way. Okay, so first we are going to go into Canva, right? We are going to design an ebook or design a PDF. So you can either design it 16 by 9, or you can design it the 8.5 by 11, 8 by 11, whichever one you will work best for you. It's all about your aesthetics. So we're gonna go to up here, search, and we're just going to search for ebook, right? And here you will get options. Again, the ones that are pro have the little crown in them, and the ones that are free do not have them. So we are going to select build your business. Do you want to select build your business? Coaching guide. So these are some of these just have the cover, and then other ones have the complete guide. So I believe this one is the cover because I was looking at it before. So here we have, okay? So this is just a cover. So we're gonna just quickly just brand it, right? So this is the color. We're going to just do this. Ultimate guide to coaching. I am going to select a picture. And then we are going to remove the background. Fortune said we should have some music. It's like the silent of it all. It usually doesn't take this long. We were doing a lot of things on my iMac, and my iMac is not loving it. It usually does not take this long. So I'm gonna click on enter and get out of here. Oh, here we go.
There you go.
Okay.
It's
so,
like sorry.
I'm going to move this up just for the picture itself. And then I'm just going to make the picture a little bit.
Bam.
Yeah, here it is. And then I'm gonna change the text of it. Okay, the ultimate coaching guide for headshots. Here we go. Right, so we have that. So we're gonna add another page. So for this one, we're gonna go back to templates to the left. And I'm going to select this one because this one has more pages. You can play around with all of the other ones, right? So you see here, it has 1 out of 4 pages, and it has a crown here, so that means that it is in the pro version of it. And then this one has 4 pages, and this one you can use. So it's not, if you don't have the pro version, you can still use this one. So I'm going to use this one. And here we can select what pages we want to add. So I'm gonna add this page, then I'm going to add this one, and just for it, so that we can have many pages to look at when we create a flipbook. Yes, Fuljens?
Yes.
Okay, so say this is our flipbook, and you have all of this. This one, let's call it and I'm Fuljens, and then this one, let's call it Ecam Live, and this one, let's call it what? Canva. And you can change it as you go, however you would like to do it. So now that we have all of these, and I like to name the pages so that you can easily go back to refer to them when you will like to. And then this is content. This one will be, I'm just gonna name video. Graphic. Okay. So in this one, get in touch, contact.
Contact.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So now we have these pages here. Now the magic is gonna happen. So here is where you will turn, so you could have a couple of options here. You can create this as a PDF, for example. So at that point, you say download, and then in here you go into select PDF, and then there you're going to make sure that all of your pages are selected. You click on done, and then you're going to download it. I'm going to download it so that we can show you how you can convert the PDF into a flipbook also. So we're gonna do this. What are we calling this? Ultimate
Coaching Guide.
Huh? Okay, so I am going to do that, download. PDF standard, and now we're gonna download it. All right, so now that it's downloading, we have that done. Now we're going to go into creating the flipbook. We are going to, you have two options. I have Heyzine here up because I have been using it, but for you, that you're using it the first time, you're gonna go click on more. And when you click on more, you're gonna scroll down, and then into the sign, you will see Heyzine. And this is another one that you can use, but I haven't used this one. And then this one and more options that's called Publuu, right? They both have their great features. So here we go. I am going to click on Heyzine Flipbooks. And I already signed up for this one, so I'm gonna tell you what works for you if you haven't. This is where the magic happens, everybody. Okay, so now that we have it, you're gonna click on View in Heyzine Flipbooks. Right, so here is your thing. So this logo is there for me because I already subscribed to this service. But if you have not, you will have the Heyzine right here logo to display. So we are going to now flip it.
Nice.
Right? That's it. Right? And you keep going and you can flip it. I think that's all we got. We got like the four pages. So what can you do once you're here, right? This is just great, right? It wasn't that easy, everyone, like for real. Like this was the hardest part, and if we can call it hard, was designing the PDF. Of course, the content was already there, so that was easy. So you will need to actually have your own content there, right? So, okay, so we're gonna go to now, what can you do in here? So let's go to Fuljens. Come on, please. Right. Actually, I'm sorry, let's back up. So before, here's what you could do. So here's your book. You can add the title of your book. And the reason why this is important is because when you share it, this is what's gonna show up. Okay, so you're going to do the ultimate coaching guide. And then the subtitle if you want to, and then the description. This is where you're gonna get amazing tips on how to be great at live streaming. Whatever you would like to get. Then in here, you can get the page effect. So you see in here, sound on page turn. You can turn it on or off. And then the page edges is this right here. And then right to left to read, or however you wanna do this. You can also do always display in double page or always a single page, or adapt it depending on what the PDF is like. Okay, I'm gonna close this. Now we're gonna go to logo, and this is what I was saying. Here I have my logo, and you can add a link, and you can go to wherever you will like it indicated, wherever you would like to go, and resize the logo, whichever way. So then here we have the controls and all this, it's just pretty awesome. It's pretty good. You can add background audio. You can protect it if you're just going to send it to a specific group that you would like them to have it, and not for everybody. So now we're gonna go to interactions. And an interaction is a really cool thing. It's like this is what's up. So you're gonna click it, and Fuljens, right? So we're gonna go to a link. And to add a link, you just have to click here, link. Then you're going to drag where you want the link to be. And in here, you're gonna say, go to the page, open link, zoom, whatever you would like the link to do. So we're gonna go into go to page. I already have, I believe do we have our, no, let's go to YouTube and get our link. Do we have it?
Which one?
Our link. We're just gonna go, we just create our link here. All right, and then we're just gonna click it here, open link. And open a new tab if you would like to, or highlight the action and the page area. I did that both. We're gonna close it. And then your customer or whomever you send it to, we're gonna stop editing so that it can take effect. And then in here, oh yeah, and Fuljens, I wonder what this is. Click, and then it takes you to the page. Give me a ba-ba-ba-ba. There you go. Yes. I mean, because this is going to make the interaction for the customer and the information that you send them even more engaging, right, for them. So then we can do the same thing with Ecamm Live. So we want to do a link. We're going to highlight Ecamm Live, and then we're going to go open link. Let's just do
Ecamm.live.
Ecamm.com. And then open a new tab. Here we go. So then we click on stop editing, and then we're gonna click on click. There we go. So it's completely interactive. It's really, really awesome. You can also add a video, which is just even more amazing. And the action is the same way. You're just going to highlight where you would like. And then in here, you are going to select what it is. So we're gonna have a direct link, YouTube, whatever. And we're gonna go to
a current video.
right here. And we're going to add the link. And it's going to select the thumbnail, add it in there for us. I mean, just honestly, this is like, how cool is this, everybody? I want to see it in the comments. Just let me know, unless you're just working with us and you're like, yo, Anna, like, it's okay. So in here, then you go in, you click.
Oh, that's nice.
Right? That's it. And then if you want to go into, then you just click in there, and then you go into bigger, right?
That's cool.
Amazing. It's just everything, and obviously the text and all of this here came from you when you imported it. So this is not going to be editable. You will have to go to the, to the content itself, to the source, and edit it there, right? So this is just amazing. You can record. So let's say you're reading something, you can record the audio as you're reading it. Right? You can do all of that amazing stuff. So let me go back to.
I have some questions. I probably have some of the people have probably the same question as me, right?
Ask questions.
And the same question I have, Rory has the same question as me, which is this included with Canva Pro, or is this a separate service?
So this is in Canva Pro, right? On one option, right? You have that option inside of Canva. So the service is integrated with Canva, but then it will bring you to the other app itself, which is the service that actually does it. So Canva itself does not do the flipbook for you. They are integrated with another service that does it for you. Okay. So with the Heyzine app that I just showed you, it allows you to have up to 5 flipbooks for free. If you want to create more, then you will have to subscribe to it. And actually also, it only saves it for a specific amount of time if you are not subscribed, if you're not logged into them, right? So you have to, so anonymous flipbooks only get there are kept for about 5 days or so. Right, so that's that, and the service is only $49 a year. So that's literally, this is not a bad deal. And I'm pretty sure for Black Friday there will be some great deals.
Yeah,
too.
for sure. And then now, so let's say we're sending this to somebody. What is their view?
So their view would be they will come here to your landing page. So this is where, so let's go back to screen share. I really want the stream deck. I'm gonna do the stream deck while Fuljens does something else. So they will be brought to your dashboard, which is actually a great question, Fuljens Henry. They will be brought here. And then this is how they will see it. Without this.
Without everything.
Yeah.
Just, okay.
So this will be like your page, your landing page, and they will come in here and see it. However, if you have, so they have the code that you could actually embed in your website, so it will be the flipbook on your website. So you won't have to bring them to this if you have, but that is a service, and the service that they have, that you can get the code and all of that. Amazing. I mean, so simple, everyone. And this is one of the things that it was in Canva, but until you're looking for something, you're not gonna know if it's there. And usually things are pretty easy to find. We just have to go for it. So when I saw this, I was like, are you kidding me? It's actually that simple. It's actually that simple. Now, are there any other questions?
And Sherry says, mind blown.
Right, Sherry,
That's
I'm
awesome.
telling you, yes. So I'm gonna then now show you another service that it is with Canva, right? It's integrated in the Canva app, but again, it's gonna bring you to the app itself, another app, which is the app that makes the flipbook. Okay, this is another one.
Hit the middle key.
Hit the middle key, this one?
Yes.
You did it?
Yeah.
Thank
there
you,
go.
Fuljens Henry. Oh, Fuljens, yes, man. Okay, so the other one, we're gonna now go back to Canva. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to show you then how you can then, if you have a PDF already done somewhere else, how you can bring it in. So the PDF that we downloaded already, I'm going to, actually, you know what? I'm gonna do a different one because you guys already saw the other one. I'm gonna do this one. Fuljens Henry's gonna come in. All right, so we're gonna do this what to wear guide that I created. And there it is, right? And it already did it just like that.
Nice.
Just like that. It was so quickly. So I already created this. This is my business what to wear guide that I send to my customers. And look at this. Right? I mean, I just cannot with this. And here I can add a link to email me. So it's completely interactive. They don't have to leave. And then in here I can add my logo for them to go to the men's gallery if they would like to see more. I mean, completely easy. Completely easy to do. So, okay.
Yeah, that's dope that you can bring in the first button. Bring in an existing PDF and then still embed links and videos into it. That's pretty cool.
Exactly, right. So that's the extent to where you can edit a flipbook, because it's already flattened, but it allows you to do all of these additional things, right? It's just, oof, my God. Exactly, Tech Troublemaker. Now you know what to wear.
Sherry's asking, is there any way to save the flipbook before it goes away?
So no, it does not allow you to download the flipbook before it goes away. So it's actually it's a service. So it means $49 a year, or you can buy you can buy books. So you can say, okay, I just want to buy 3 books, and then those you can save, and then you will have the link forever because you paid for them. But it is about like $15, $20 just for 5 books. And the service itself is $49 for the year. So that makes sense. So, it's up to you.
If you don't have Canva Pro, or in addition to the Canva Pro? In
addition to the Canva Pro, yeah. But actually, this is available, the Heyzine and FlippingBlocks, with the free version, right? It's just when you export it, right? When you bring it into the service itself to create the flipbook, you have, with this service, Heyzine, you have the 5 for free. But if you want to get more, you can, right? For an additional fee.
Nice. Yeah.
So this is actually a service to have, to look for Black Friday, because I'm pretty sure there will be some.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Some sale. I'm pretty
cool.
sure there will be some sale. Okay, so so now you know how to create the flipbook and also how to convert it, the PDF, an existing PDF, into a flipbook. That we did that. Now we're gonna go back to, I'm gonna close this, and we're going to go back to Canva. Using the same PDF, we're gonna use another service though, which for me, the other service is a little bit more pleasing in the eyes, in my opinion. So here's Publuu. Publuu. So we're gonna make sure that all of the pages that we would like to include are there. You don't have to include them all. If you just wanna say, okay, I don't want Sion talks in there, or I don't want graphics, you can unclick it and those are the pages that will show up. But here we just want all of them. So we're gonna click on done. Here we go. Share. Whoop. Sorry, you guys. We go here, and then we're gonna go to more. And here, save. Oh, we're already there. And then it's gonna prepare your design. And here we're gonna do the same view in Publuu. And here it's telling you, hey, if you created a new book, log in, register. I haven't done this one yet, but it creates the flipbook for you anyway, right? So here's the same thing, right? It has a different page flip.
I like the page flip on.
You like the page flip?
The other one better. I like the other one better. And I actually like the aesthetics of the flipbook on
better.
The other one. Yeah.
Okay, so I like the navigation. I like it a little bit more better, but it's the same thing. So here you're gonna go and name it.
Yeah.
Same thing. Then you can change the background of it if you would like to, right? Because this is what your customers will see.
Yeah.
So you can customize it yourself, or you can, and it's the same thing in Heyzine. Is the same thing. You can just, oh, this kind of look cool.
Yeah.
Let's say, and you can add images. You can whatever you would like to that matches your branding.
Yeah,
Here,
I like this drop-down user interface.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's easier. So here you can add your logo if you would like to. Same thing as Heyzine. And the menu, here the menu will be right here. So this is what your viewers or your customers will see. And you can do thumbnails if you want to, or not. No thumbnails. So in here, if they do this, they will see the thumbnails, or you cannot give that option. You have full screen, you have the page slider, the zoom in, you have the audio share, all of that great stuff, right? The same thing with this. You have the password protection where you can protect your work and just make it available to those who either have purchased it and they have a password, or however you would like to do it. This lead form is actually pretty cool. So you can have a lead form right in there in your PDF. I have not tried it yet, but this was pretty cool, right? And then the flipbook preferences. You can have page shadows. You can have the single page if you just want to do it one by one here, right? Or if you want to do the 2 pages, side view. Yeah, Google Index. I have, right here, and the flipbook thickness. I mean, they have some great things. Now let's go to hotspots, right? Hotspots. In here, let's go back to the table of content, and you can add links to any of them. You can add links, photo, video, a GIF, sound. You can add preview, everything, and then preview it. You can have all of this. So say we would like to add interaction to these buttons, right? So you would do the same thing. You say you want to have a link. You will have a link. And then in here, you will be like, okay, I want a website. And we're going to do this one again. Okay, and then whatever here you want. I haven't played a lot with this one, but here's how you will do it. Then save. Okay, and then let's go to preview. And let's see what happens. Right. What are we doing? Okay, so
Right,
it went
back
to this. Let's see what's up. Let's see, because let's all learn together here with the ultimate flip guys. So this is a hot button.
Oh, you have it checked to page 1. So this link directs to page 1.
Got you.
The website. Yeah.
Thank you, Fuljens Henry. Okay, so let's see this. But does this link stay here like this, though?
Right. That was my next question. So when somebody receives it now, are they gonna see the hotspot there, or?
Yeah, right. Because it's there. I mean, it took us here, but what is this hotspot? All right, everybody, let's think how this is.
We'll go back to adding hotspots. And then so you could so it stays there. So you could change the color and all that good stuff there. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it
I
stays
don't know.
like
I like.
And then you could uncheck show hotspot also. So you could just, if you scroll down there, see show hotspot.
Okay, here it is.
Versus active area.
Yeah,
so probably
that's what I want. That's what I want.
Glowing instead of the link there. Yeah.
Okay. So there could be two. Okay, I see what they did. So it is if you would like the link to be obvious,
right?
Then you add it there, but you can also change the image.
Right.
Got it. Okay, so we can even.
So you have options there. That's good.
Yeah. Okay, so let's save it. Actually, let's preview it and see what happens.
So now it's gonna have the glow around it. If
there
you
we
highlight
go.
It, that's
okay,
better.
yes, that's way better. Way better.
That's cool.
Okay, two minds. All right, so let's close this. Let's go back to hotspot. And you can do the same thing for all the rest of them. The rest of them. And so let's add a video. So let's get in touch, everybody. So we're gonna add a photo. Let's see what happens. Let's see what photo we're gonna. What is this photo? Oh, look at her. Oh, cute. Okay, so we can add a photo here. We should have had a photo of you and I.
That's fine.
I don't know where it is. This is the quickest one. Okay, so there it is. And then if you want to have the email, all of whatever it is, you can do it as well. But another thing is that how the video. So let's save this one, and let's add a video. Let's add a video here. So let's add this one again. There it is.
Nice.
Oh, we have to make sure like the video will be, because this picture, but you get the point. Yeah. And then now let's preview. Here we go, and then
nice. Play in window.
Play in window right here.
Nice.
You can just make it bigger. Here we go, and then
nice. Play
in window. So, I mean, okay, everyone, for real, how cool is this? How cool is this? How cool would it be when you send, oh, hey, do you have, for example, for me, the what to wear guide. Here you go, you guys. This is the what to wear guide for you can get ready for your headshots and maximize your headshot session. Bring it over, and then we'll just click it, and then they look at it, and it looks so. They're already gonna get it,
pretty good,
right?
Straightforward, drag and drop,
awesome vibe.
David Hunt, hello. This is way cool.
Hello, David.
And Sherry had a Q colon. Can you show where to find the flipbook option in Canva? I was watching on my phone and it was too small to catch what you were doing.
Got it. Okay, so let's go back there. So it will be under share. So when you're going to take an action on the graphic you have already created. For me, I have it right here. Do we have the zoom?
I will do all those features for you.
Thank you. Copilot.
Oh, actually, we won't be able to zoom because we're at.
We can still zoom and then zoom out. Yeah, it's just gonna freak you out a little bit, but it's fine. There we go.
No, it's not zooming in for the viewers.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So here it is. So for me, it's up here because I have been using it a lot. But for you, it's going to be under more. When you click under more, you scroll down, and it's gonna be under design. Heyzine, the first one that we used, is going to be under design. The second one is going to be under more options, okay? And for you guys, for your leisure, check simple booklet. It's actually pretty cool as well. I just haven't played a lot with it. But this is another way, and it already has like a great design in there. It's pretty cool. And there was another one, I think it was Isuzu that I've used before, but I really like Heyzine. I like Heyzine and I like the Publuu.
And also, are you able to use the search bar to pull those up too?
You could.
If you type in Heyzine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah. So this is oh my gosh, like, this is great to go back here, and the link that when you're going to show it, you go back to. Again, you are going to if you do not have the service or register for it, is going to disappear. Just like they say there. It just, what did they say? 5 here. I didn't check the Publuu.
I missed it.
So it's a couple of days that it will stay available for you. And for here, say, let's download it. It downloads as a PDF. It doesn't download as a flipbook, right? So when we download, there it is, right? So your customers can still download it, but it's going to be a regular PDF, which is also good too, but it's not gonna have all the interactions, right? It's not gonna have all the interactions for you because it's a PDF. So that's just amazing, everyone. Any questions? Any questions for us? We like to say flipbooks. You know what you guys can do? If you create your flipbooks, post it on the Anna and Fuljens community so that we can see the flipbooks that you have created for your business. This is like an elevate task for your business. It's going to elevate the way your customers view you, the way your leads view you, right? Your prospects, when you put something like this out, it's gonna show that you put work in it, which you did, right? The app themselves put the work in it, like the hard work, but your content, putting all of that, right? It's just gonna look great. And the conversions are actually pretty good. They're pretty good. So hopefully it turns out the same way for you. And thank you, Paul. Yeah, so the group is there. So go, and whenever you do the flipbooks, you share it, because you can share it in social media, and then that way you can test it before you actually send it to your customers. Test it with us. Test it in your groups.
Do some beta testing.
Exactly. Do some beta testing with us, and then ask for suggestions. Maybe the group is an awesome group. We have a great small group, and we will give you our thoughts if you ask for them. But yeah, that's so we cover Heyzine and we cover Publuu, and they're both integrated with Canva. There's separate service though, okay? So you will be redirected to their pages, to their services to create the flipbook. Okay, so it's not going to be saved in Canva, nothing. It's just going to be saved into this new service. Yes.
Awesome.
Okay, so now you're gonna go into your.
Let's switch gears.
We should have like a transition.
And build some blocks right here, right? So at the top of the hour, we mentioned that we have a new overlay design for you. I won't even call these designs anymore. I'm gonna start calling them overlay systems, because the immersiveness that you have in Ecamm is so awesome. Once you start like just cracking the code and knowing how to manipulate the shapes and the text, you can create some stuff in there, you guys. So without further ado, before we go into demo mode, we're going to show you this new news overlay, which is inspired by a news show in Europe, right? Some of you may be familiar with it, some of you may not, but this was inspiration. So we're gonna stay in full screen, and then we're gonna show you the depth of it before we break it down, right? So this is the base of it, right? You have a scrolling ticker here, right? Very clean scrolling ticker, and you have the clock, and you have some areas for branding here and whatnot, right? But then we're going to have a pop-up appear like so, right? The pop-up appears here, and then you have an area for your branding. In this case, we're just calling it the topic. And then you have headlines that are going to fly in. And then not only do you have the headlines flying in now, you have the ability to cycle between the headlines. Not yet. Oh yeah, that's right. We have that. Yeah, I'm over here keyboarding because I've been so used to the keyboard thing. Right. So you could cycle through the headlines, like so, like so, like so. Right. All right. And then let's hide this. Let's hide this. Let's hide the headlines. And let's hide the pop-up. And now let's break this down for you, right? Because again, this is an overlay system. So let's go into demo mode.
And you can clean the interface if you would like to also.
Yeah, we're gonna clean the interface. Thank you, Ms. Hill. We're gonna clean the interface and we're gonna go into live demo mode and break this down for you here, right? So if we look here in the overlays panel, we have a series of folders here, right? We have the branding folder. This is where you can have your, go ahead, right? You can add your branding here. In this case, we have a placeholder for Anna and Fuljens right here. And then we have our clock. Well, we're gonna zoom back out because we won't see it, right? We have the clock down here, right? So you have a separate space for that. And now the lower third body. So let's say if we hide this, that entire interface goes away, right? Let's bring that back up. So within the lower third body, you have your ticker, right? This is the scrolling ticker. Inside the ticker, you have masking, right? So we have a base there, down there. You can't really see it, but you see where the line is indicating where it is, right? We have some mask here for the scrolling ticker, right? And then if we go down to text now, this is where you have your scrolling ticker text that can be customized. And now let's go to the base. If we hide that, right? So now this is the body for the ticker itself, the scrolling ticker itself, right? So all these elements here are fully customizable. So now here is where the magic happens, right? The magic happens in this pop-up here, right? The pop-up. And the pop-up has different elements going on here. So let's break it down for you. So here under pop-up, we have the body. Let's start with the body here. The body, you have a rectangle here, right? But if you notice underneath the rectangle, we have a series of shapes there, right? So the shapes are going to create some type of design element behind the body. And if you look at the breakdown, we have a series of bubble emojis and some squiggly lines, right? And then we actually lowered the opacity on them and created, and put them behind the veil, right? And then they all have the same animation, which is flying in from the bottom, right? Pretty cool, right? And the branding folder will have what's called, where you have what's the topic. So this is where you can actually add your headline for your news topic or for your presentation or whatever you want to do, right? We just have the topic there twice to create like a shadow effect, and it's all flying in, right? This is all coming in together as a group under pop-up lower third. Everything comes together, right? Now, what is not coming in is the flying in the headlines, right? Because that's the sequence here. You have a sequence here. You start off with your ticker, then you have the pop-up, then you have the headlines flying in, right? So now let's go into the headlines. The headlines, you have a white rectangle that flies in, and then, so that is the body, right? A flying body rectangle. So you have that here. So let's hide that. You're gonna see it fly away. Let's have it come back, okay? And then you have a specific folder, a subfolder for your text. So this is where you're going to add your headlines and customize your headlines. How many, it doesn't matter how many, because you'll be able to cycle, you're gonna be able to cycle through these headlines or text inside of Ecamm using the shift, control, left or right, or you could have it set up on your Stream Deck. We have the Stream Deck set profile available at the buymeacoffee.com/AnnaandFuljens, or we shorten it now. It's AnnaandFuljens.store/extras. You'll be able to get that Stream Deck profile where you can do this. So if I'm just gonna highlight the headline, and I have it under Stream Deck here. We have previous, we have next. So we're just gonna click next, and it does it for you. So we don't have to go to the keyboard, right? So however headlines you need or descriptions or whatever, you just have them in there. And just keep in mind that if you have them inside that subfolder, it's going to continue cycling in that subfolder.
Let's get out our live demo more so they can appreciate this situation.
Yeah.
This amazingness. There we go. Now you can do it again.
Right?
Okay.
So let's do the entire sequence here. Let's hide the headlines and let's hide the pop-up. And so we start off with this, right? And then you have the instructions here. So, right, we're gonna click to unhide the pop-up lower third. So we're gonna do that. Boom. And then inside the pop-up lower third, you're gonna look for the fly-in headlines folder. And then we're going to click to unhide the fly-in headlines, like so. And then we're going to cycle between the overlays because it has its own subfolder. So we could just cycle between them using previous and next, right? So this is where you have your different topics, right? Your slides, if you will. Right?
Pretty awesome.
Right? So we have that. And then this is just how crazy it is when it comes to Ecamm and how you can just customize this. You can customize this at will. We're gonna bring in a PNG, which I thought that I had here, but we'll just pull it up. We'll just pull it up in Canva. Just gonna grab go home here. I'm invading Anna's Canva here.
Oh, Jesus, I'm so scared right now.
I'm just gonna pull multicolor. Elements. Yeah. And then multicolor. I'm gonna do a few things here.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
This is gonna end up looking like a completely different overlay once this is done. So just right now, I'm just downloading PNG. It's a gradient. We're just gonna download that as a PNG from Canva. That's what we're doing right now on the fly. While that's being done, we're going to take this scene here that we've created, and we can go back into demo mode to show this. Shift Command D. Demo mode is not working. Let me just
that's because of the Stream Deck. I'm telling you, Fuljens is like the grid, right? Which, by the way, we have available at Buy Me a Coffee, a free grid for you to design inside of Ecamm. But Fuljens goes by like eyeballing things, and it's the same thing for like the Stream Deck. You like the Stream Deck for ENN, but he likes using the like.
Yeah. So if you don't know how to copy and paste a scene, it's very simple. So we have the news volume 1 over here, pop-up news volume 1. We're going to do Command C from there and then Command V, right? So now we create a duplicate of that so we don't have to tinker around with the original design, right? So we're going to go to this one here and we're going to do a few things here. We're going to, let's hide this. We're going to drag and drop a multicolor gradient that we just downloaded from Canva. Get ready for this, you guys, right? So we're gonna pull this down a little bit and we're going to hold down the Option key to custom crop this gradient right where it snaps in with the pop-up, right? So right here, right? Snaps it in, right? So we have that. And then we're going to assign a transition flying from the bottom. And let's just call this multicolor. Let's just name it properly. And then since we have everything, labeled and organized the proper way in here, you have the entire system here. We know exactly where to place this multicolor. We're going to place it right above pop-up rectangle. All right, so we're going to go here and we're going to lay it right here. Boom. So let's hide the flying headlines. Let's take a look at this now, right? We're going to hide this. Check this out.
Right? I mean, for real.
And then let's lock this. Let's lock this, baby. And if you, of course, now you have some colors clashing, but that's fine, right? So we can go into the lower third body here. We have the ticker, the masking. You have the base, right? So let's swap out these colors. Let's make this white. Let's just do a neutral color for now. Have this white, and then we have the masking. The bottom mask, we can make this black, for example. And then the top mask, we'll make this white. I'm giving you the cheat code here, you guys. You have the cheat code right here. And then you have the base. Make this white also. And then, of course, we cannot have the text for the ticker white. That's why you can't see it anymore. So we're going to go here. We could keep our little bullet as yellow, but let's make this black. Right? And
you could also pick a color from here and just make it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So Anna wants a little bit of more color here. So we're going to take the base and let's grab, like, for example, this pink here from the base, from the gradient. Look at that, right? And something a little shifty. So that's fine. We could just shift it a little bit over and you have it flush, right? Let's lock that in.
A little shifty.
Did a little shifty something over there. Let's make the clock black so you can see it. And then we had some branding also earlier, which was on Fuljens. And then let's make that black also. Right? How long did that take to customize it and make it completely different, right? So we went from this to this.
Go from this to this with Ecam.
Right? And then you have your flying headlines here, right? So, just if you don't want to get confused, make sure all the folders that you're not going to be using are closed, because all you're going to need to use is in here. You're not going to use the body. You're not going to use, you have the branding. This is a placeholder, so you can have a logo there, but make sure you want to assign the animation for flying in. So once you have your logo, your branding there, make sure it flies in so everything just flies in, moves together as a group, right? You want everything to move together. This is basically where you're going to do all of the work, is in the headlines here. So this flies in like so. And then you click on your text overlays and you're just rotating that. Right? Like so.
It's just a matter of organizing the overlays in the way you want them to, you're going to be presenting them, and then hit next, and
Yes.
there it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a good job. Right?
Thank you.
Good job.
So this overlay is available at our onfuljens.store/extras. And let's get out of demo mode. It's available for a limited time. It's available for a limited time at that price. It's going to be available until after the end of ENN on Monday. And after that, it'll be removed from the store, and because it's going to be relaunched with a bunch of other overlays at a later date to be announced.
For the overlays that Fuljens just went to the lab to do, and he just went crazy with overlay designs. They're very different than all the other overlays that you have seen, because he went international. He went getting inspiration internationally. So he, we brought a mix of a lot of different elements from
from all over the world.
Yeah. So
that's a good way to put it.
Yeah. So it is very different. It's very different, and thank you, Maggie. Yeah, the organization is what's up. It's where it's at.
That is where the work is. But once you have it fine-tuned, and again, it's an overlay system. It's not just your typical lower third, and everything is just built in. You have the system built into Ecamm. Where you don't have to go outside for additional sources, unless you want that extra level of of customization, like how we brought in the gradient, you could custom crop that in there. If you have an animated background, for example, Keynote has these dynamic backgrounds. You could also bring that in there and do a custom cropping in there if you want some movement going on. If you checked out this past Monday's ENN, we had something like that where our lower third had some smoke moving in there, right? And it was nicely cropped. So you could do amazing things like that. But the real work is actually building the entire system. So the system is built there for you. The heavy lifting is done. Now it's up to you to do the level of customization. So if you want that, go ahead and grab that at our extras. And it's available for a limited time. It'll be taken down Monday after ENN, and this version will reappear as its final form. Final form at a later date.
But yeah, I mean, the designs that are going to be available, everyone, is you will see it and you're not going to believe that this is done inside of Ecamm. And then with the not extra, but it's already there, is in this version of Ecamm. It's been there forever, where you hit next overlay, next overlay, next overlay is there. But now actually applying that feature that Ecamm has to the overlays is where it makes it completely a new system, like you're calling it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's just incredible. It's incredible. So stay tuned for that. This is going to be available at the store. And any questions that you have, please let us know. Send us an email. Our email is right there. But also you can, hear Anna and Fuljens@gmail.com if you have any questions after you download, or
if you want extra customization and extra overlays, extra build in there. But stay tuned. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, just like lately is just watching and just being inspired from shows all over the world, international, as Anna mentioned it, and just saying, it would be so great if this was built directly into the software app that we all love to use. We don't want to use anything else. We don't want to use OBS. We don't use like anything else, right? This is why we're at Ecamm. We're going to use Ecamm, and we want to push Ecamm. Ecamm barely broke a sweat, right? So all these things are built in, and now, we're used to like these rectangular news overlays and things of that nature, but now we're seeing things with circles and other shapes, and these things, it's doable. It's Ecammable. It's Ecammable, and just get ready. It's like there's some amazing stuff that we're excited to show you in the weeks to come.
And like we said, like I mentioned before, it's something that is different. We haven't seen it in the shows that we're exposed to usually, say in the community, outside of the community, but it's mostly, we haven't seen those designs there. So and even for example, if a lot of you like a specific design and you decide to purchase that design, the way you customize it will make it look different.
Yes.
So it won't look the same. And we're gonna teach you also how you could do that. And you have seen it here. We just customized this one. And when you customize yours and you bring in, for example, an additional, for example, a gradient, that will change it completely. Right? Depending on the color gradient that you bring in. So it's not going to look the same as another person who purchases and uses the same thing.
Exactly. And again, you saw how we did, right? So we brought in a PNG from Canva. And since we're full screen now, I'm just going to basically take this and pull it up, right? So now this shape, right? It was a 1920 by 1080. And then we custom cropped it in Ecamm. Custom crop it in Ecamm and bring it exactly where you want it to lay. And the beauty of Ecamm is that you can assign a transition to it, right? You could fly in from the bottom, fly in from the top, left or right. In this case, we wanted to fly in from the bottom because we wanted to move in as a group as the rest of the overlays inside of the body, right? And again, you could do the same thing with anything. You could bring in GIFs. You can bring in videos that once you load it here in your overlays, instead of saying play as movie, play as animated overlay and loop it. And then you custom crop it and you can do something like that. So you could have animated overlay flying in as opposed to this gradient, for example.
A lot. I mean, a lot of flexibility. It's all about just like I was, saying before. I'm like, okay, I want to create this flip book. I want to do this, and all along this, it was right there in front of me. I just needed to ask the question, can this be done? Can I do this? And then the answer was right there. So whenever you're thinking about, oh, can I do something? Oh, let me go. Before you search into, it doesn't necessarily apply to eCam, it applies all over globally, right? Can I do this with what I have? Do I have this? What can I do with what I have, kind of a thing. And then this applies now to eCam. So if you say, I want to create this specific overlay, can I do it inside of eCam? And if we think about it, the signs are shapes. That's all they are, shapes put together, right? And then you add your aesthetics to it, and you add, so that's what it is. And eCam has shapes, right? We have the emoji keyboard, which is where the shapes come in.
Yes.
And in the near future, we have been told that shapes will come natively with eCam.
Yeah.
In the future, hopefully, 4.0 does that. But
in the meantime, we have an amazing workaround where you can actually use these shapes to create some type of pattern into your overlay, right? Again, let's peel back the rectangle, and if you notice, these are bubbles and waves that we have there behind what is the veil. We're not in demo mode, so they won't be able to see the zoom in. Let's go. Hold on a second. Let's go into live demo mode. Boom. All right, let's do it. Right? So these are bubble emojis and these waves, right? The wave is a wing ding or ding back, whatever you want to call it. But the bubble is actually a bubble emoji, which looks pretty cool, right? So you type that in a few times. And
it has a gradient in it.
Yeah, it also looks, it has a gradient in there, which is even cool. That's why what I like about the bubble emoji. And if we zoom out, we left it as is. And then what you do is you hold down the shift key and then you scroll up or down to play around with the opacity. So this is set to like the lowest opacity there. With using the scroll and the shift key in eCam. And then we place the rectangle over it, and there you go, right? So now let's say you wanted this to look very aqua-ish, right? You can take this rectangle, which we manipulate the opacity in the text overlays panel, right? We highlight the background, and let's select, I believe it's aqua, and then let's go to 50%, save. Look at that.
Aqua-ish.
Like completely different now.
It's
looks
cotton
totally
candy.
different, right? Looks totally different.
Eye candy.
It's
Inside joke. I'm sorry, everybody.
Oh my gosh!
It's a commercial that we saw.
Listen,
you love that commercial.
I don't even want to pull it up, but there's a commercial for what's called eye candy, and this thing is the size of an iPad. It's the size of an iPad, and it's a big magnifying glass, and they're targeting it towards aging adults. And it's like the frame of it has like these, it's like a candy cane swirl.
It's called like candy.
It's a candy cane swirl iPad size frame with a magnifying glass. And they're marketing it towards aging adults who need ability reading at night because it has an LED light on the back of it. And you're basically supposed to hold your book and then hold the iPad thing while you're reading. Oh my God, this is great. Oh, I left it on the table and my husband, it disappeared and he does not know what he did. And like, he's like, are you kidding me? Are you really using that? Like, and then they had the nerve to say, this is going to be discontinued. I'm like, yeah, obviously it's being discontinued. So order now. It's going to be discontinued. You'll never buy this ever. Like, yeah, I wonder why. Oh my gosh.
Exactly that fashion that he's showing right now. He's like,
are you kidding me? I'm reading my iPad or my Kindle or my book, and I'm gonna have this thing I'm gonna hold over it like this.
Yeah.
And for aging adults too, seniors, like come on.
Right. I had one and I had to order another one.
Right,
because
my husband, yeah, because he took mine. Really.
Anyway,
right.
That was fun. Okay, so that is what we have going on, and oh, Paul, thank you, Paul. Thank you. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Paul. So, yeah. So, yeah. It sounds dangerous.
It does sound dangerous. Let's come back here.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So, you guys, we cover some great stuff today. We taught you how you can easily create flipbooks using Canva in one of the integrated apps that they have. So you create the PDF inside of Canva, and then you use one or two apps. You can use Heyzine, or you can use Publuu, which is right in Canva. The links, and it will take you there. Is great. If you just tuned in, go back to the beginning, and it's just very, very easy to create flipbooks inside of Canva once you have your content ready.
Yes.
And if you would like to test it out before you test it with your customers, like Fuljens said, if you would like to, beta test it.
Beta tester, yeah.
Go to our Anna and Fuljens group and show it there. Add the link there, share it so that we can see it, so that you can see how it works, so you can see what your customers will see, and you can tweak it from there. But it is a great, great, great tool. Just like Spacha mentioned, it's a great tool for small businesses and marketers to display the content in a very interactive and beautiful way.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So that is we covered that at the beginning, and then we did lower third reveal.
Yes, lower third reveal, and we also went into the level of ways you can customize this lower third. You can go looking from this to something like this or something like this, right? All inside of Ecamm Live, and if you want to build something like that, by all means do so. But the work for this one has been done for you, and it's available at our annaandfuljens.store/extras, available up until Monday. After ENN, it's going to come down, and it'll be relaunched with a variety of other new designs and overlay systems, as we call it now, overlay systems.
Inside of Ecamm.
Inside of Ecamm.
Okay, so that is it, everyone. And just remember one last announcement, not related to, but related, that Vlogmas is starting pretty soon, right? It's starting pretty soon, and it's going to be great. We're looking for designers to design the assets for Vlogmas. The assets are going to be used to design the t-shirts that we're going to be sending to everyone who participates in the challenge. And they're also going to be used in the graphics and things like that. And your name is actually going to be put designed by, right, when it's posted. So if you would like to enter it and be considered as a designer for the Vlogmas, send an email to marketing@ecamm.com, so that you can be considered as one of them. Your design. So you submit your design, but if you have any questions, you can also send an email there.
Yes, and the deadline for that is November 15th, so please make sure you get your questions and concerns to marketing@ecamm.com way before that date. And it's right around the corner, actually, because we're in November.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. We're in November already.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so no questions. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here with us on this Friday morning or afternoon, depending on where you are. My name is Anna here.
And I am Fuljens Henry.
And we will see you either on Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on ENN, or we will see you next Friday right here at Building Blocks. Bye-bye, everyone.
Peace.